but that whole business of stretching intrigues me, because my understanding was that you can do stretching in the clinic in your treatment room and the effect will last a couple of hours. And then it will basically go back to what it was before. And in order to get a lasting effect, it's got to be a long stretch, and it's got to be a frequent stretch, and it's got to be a regular stretch. So that means that, it's got to be at least daily if you're going to get a lasting effect from it. Is that your take as well, or do you think just a patient coming in once a week into clinic is going to get a meaningful result?
Well, I think the reality with stretching is that we've for too long sort of looked at stretching as a bit like stretching out a piece of plasticine. So here's a hamstring, and if I put traction at either end, then we'll stretch it out. But we forget that there's a nervous system attached to that muscle, and the nervous system. So I use the hamstring as an example because I've studied them a lot. But the hamstrings will increase their tone, for example, when you're constipated.
Right.
There's plenty of research into that. They will increase their tone when the sacroiliac joint is unstable or is painful. And we all know that with low back pain in general, they tend to tighten up. When there's ACL issues, there's quite likely you're going to get increased hamstring tone, because the hamstring, biceps femoris in particular, is a dynamic agonist to the ACL. So the point is that you could stretch out that hamstring, and if the person doesn't have SIJ issues, constipation, or what was the other
ACL.
one? ACL, then they might get an effect. But if they've got an issue there with any of those things, their nervous system will just tighten that right back up again. Sciatic nerve, adverse neural tension, that's another time that you could do hamstring stretches till the cows come home, and you won't get an effect unless you've mobilized the nerve. So, we really have to think about the muscular system. In fact, Stanley Kellerman, who wrote the book Emotional Anatomy, describes the muscles as fat nerves. And I think that's a lovely description of them, because what he's really saying is they're an expression of the nervous system.